3-year-old is now teaching the 4-year-old to say 6, 7. Hey, Gerald, what's your favorite number? What's your favorite number? 6, 7. The reason I'm harping on this as we kick off the 10 o'clock hour here is we have teachers now that are so like inundated with the new lingo that they're now having to like incorporate it into their curriculum.
I love when educators do that.
Yeah.
Like I love passionate educators that get their kids and then they get them pumped up to do things that are educational but in their own way.
Jiu-jitsu is martial arts where you use the other person's power against them, right? I feel like this is a form of educational jiu-jitsu. It's like instead of beating them, it's like join them. So we're going to be speaking with a choir director who is, or speaking about, I should say, who does all their warm-ups based on this new lingo.
Yeah, I saw a video just the other day with an educator who had this whole song that these little babies were going on, but the whole thing was like so educational, and you're like, oh wow, but the kids were so into it, they knew the whole thing, and you're thinking, if they can learn rap music or they can learn just the lyrics to a song they heard off of the radio, oh yeah, you can use that. If you're smart with it, you can use that to your advantage to help them.
I absolutely agree. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth getting my oldest to practice piano, but when we do songs he likes, it's a different story.
And who was the artist that he's liked most to play?
So recently, so he's been doing a lot of Dr. Dre, but recently he has learned the first probably like minute or so of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ooh,
Mama.
That's good stuff.
It's hard too. It's like he's doing the dun, 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 dun.
See?
You know what I mean? Like he's, and I'm like, Theo, could you have chosen something that's not like an epic like 9-minute piece? You're 9, like it's gonna take us
years. You're gonna be like, I remember when he was just I was trying to get him to play the piano, and look at him now.
Look at him go. Now, I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. All right, the weekend is almost upon us, everybody. It's October. The Great Highwood Pumpkin Festival is now back for the 15th year.
Yeah. Speaking of good places for kids to go, you know, and it's crazy that we're talking about pumpkin patches, and yet it feels like you should still be out at the beach or at a pool. You know, the city's pools have closed, but yeah, now we have like the apple festivals that are starting outside. Ravenswood Apple Festival is happening this weekend, and you've got pumpkin patches opening, and it's hot.
It's hot out there. I know. None of this like plaid fleece and hot mugs of
apple cider.
Cider, right?
It might need to be
we gotta wait. We wait a couple weeks for that. Anyway, we're gonna be checking in with our friends up in Highwood for what promises to be another great event. Jess Ortega is gonna join us. Also, the live music scene. I mean, October is a big month, and the hot weather has got to be good for the folks doing the live music
all this week. I was just thinking, like, we're still getting like rooftop weather, you know? We're still getting patio weather. Those are the things that I like, and I'm a fall person. Like, fall is my favorite season.
Well, you and I are on the same page with weather.
Yes.
We both keep, if it was up to us, and I'm always in a thermostat war with my wife, I like the high 60s, I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would rather have to put on sweats in my house than to be hot in my house. Oh my goodness.
Get cozy in the sweats.
Curl up, but I don't want to have to like, oh God.
So we're going to be speaking with Selena Fragassi, friend of the show, music journalist, to run us through some of her top picks for the month of October when it comes to live music.
I have to interrupt you when you did that, and I'm looking at these, like, you all have gotten fancy since the last time I was on the show.
Yeah. We're serious.
Like, oh, look
We're serious now.
Look at this.
Very observant of you, Anita. We have brand new ChicagoNOW cards.
Look at ChicagoNOW.
I know. We're not joking around up here.
I love it.
All right. Before we get to those stories, we got a couple trenders to talk about today.
Yeah.
Anita, we mentioned this on Good Day today. The Target on North Elston in Bucktown.
It's the Swifties world, and we're just living in it, okay? So overnight, some of the Targets opened up early, stayed open very late. People were lined up outside, packed in. They were ready for Tay's newest era.
This is the kind of thing that, like, being a parent and being in the suburbs, I'm like, wow. You guys cannot wait till the next one. You're willing to sacrifice your sleep?
Okay, now here's the thing about being an adult, but also having to like check ourselves, you know? Because I still remember when people would sit outside, miss school to get the latest Jordans.
That's right.
That's when we have to check ourselves.
That's right. That's good.
We had a day. We had our day.
Yeah, we did.
And now it's just their day.
It's their day.
It's their day.
All right, so let's see. 12th album. It's called Life of a Showgirl. Yeah. Let's see. It's not yet available on Spotify?
No,
it is. Okay.
I was gonna...
Okay. I got some misinformation there.
The Swifties will correct you very quickly.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it speaks to her impact right now.
Tremendous.
We had an au pair that lived with us for a good year. She's from Argentina, and I was kind of indoctrinated into Swiftie culture just because she was living with us. So I got exposed to it. I had no idea that it was such a
thing.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
It's a thing. And
it's a lifestyle.
Remember when Taylor Swift first came on MTV, I feel like she was like 16, 17 years old at the time. At that time, she was doing like country music, I want to say. She had her guitar, cute girl. I'm like, oh, you know, who knows what she'll grow up to be? Oh, she is her.
I have
now.
I don't know, in talking about Taylor Swift over the years here on the news so much of late, I did kind of go down a Taylor Swift wormhole online, and to see her as like that 16 when she first, I feel like she was on like it just did a Nashville.
It was so folksy.
A Nashville, one of those bars on Broadway or whatever.
17 magazine.
I mean,
you know, and look, she's taken over the world. Yeah. We love to see it. And here's the other thing: is like I wonder how her music. I have, and maybe there's a Swiftie in the background here who's already heard the album already because it's been a few hours. But I'm wondering how she transitions from like, okay, we've seen her like sweet girl, new to the world, you know, all of these things. Then we saw her kind of go through some issues, like some Hollywood issues, someone taking your music, some boys that did bad things.
She had to re-record her whole catalog, right?
Yep, and the award getting stolen. Like she went through some eras, and now we're seeing her in this beautiful womanhood, strong woman, new fiance, and
she is an empowered woman.
Yes,
like
it's a new time for her.
And now the big story of the year, I mean, 12th studio album. I wonder if that's going to be small potatoes compared to the upcoming nuptials.
Oh my gosh, you know people are going to want to know each and every minute detail
every
about
last little
this.
thing. All right. We got to get to this teen story here, Anita. If you are around anyone, I don't know, let's say high school or under, you've heard 6'7", which apparently pretty much means nothing at all. Like,
but they've all caught on to the same two numbers.
The same two numbers. So a Michigan choir teacher was so tired of hearing this, she decided to actually put it to some sort of use. So she asked her students to write and perform a song about it. So she posted the performance. It's now gotten more than 3 million views on her TikTok account, which is called The Weird Choir Teacher.
She's not weird, she's smart.
This is smart. I agree. Students sing a warm-up tune. It's based on a Dutch folk song called Sarah Spanda, but with their own lyrics, which includes things like 6'7", skibbida, slay,
we
Rizzler.
Learned skibbida. Remember the last time I was here with you?
What it means.
We had a teacher who was giving parents the lingo, remember? And I thought skibbida was like skibbity boo boo boo.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, no, skibbida. Like we're like, oh, okay, I never heard skibbida.
And Sigma, of course. Sigma is actually one that I remember the definition of this. Apparently Sigma is like if you were cool in like a rebellious outlier kind of way.
Okay.
Like
you're a Sigma.
you're Sigma. So I don't think it's a Sigma, I think it's your Sigma. So like if you have a different style than your friends, if you have a different kind of interest, there's a little mystery.
Thing?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a different slash cool. I think that's right. Write in if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a good, it's kind of like that mysterious outsider kind of vibe, right?
I like it.
Yeah, all right. So, without further ado, everybody, this is the Weird Choir Teacher and her very unique warm-up.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
Wait. Okay.
I like the participation.
Hold on, what were they even saying there?
6, 7, 6.
They were saying 6, 7?
Yeah, they were saying
that was
6,
a very
7.
quick.
Yeah. So I like what she was doing there. Obviously, there's more of a lesson that maybe we were able to pick up that quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to hear the. I want to hear the director's cut of that, but I commend her. I commend her for really leaning into this. Okay, you got to get creative these days, Anita. With we got more. Okay, we're gonna. Here's the extended cut.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, skibbity, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, skibbity. Ohio, a big bang Ohio.
Slay.
I caught the last. I caught the last.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so 6, 7, Skibbity, Ohio, Slay, Rizzler, Alpha, Sigma.
Sigma. I don't know what alpha. I mean alpha. I mean alpha male. You hear that, or alpha dog. I think I know that. Sigma is. I
need to know the
new lingo.
Deeper, like, what exactly is she teaching with that? Like, is it the notes?
Yeah, I think it's just the warm up. Remember, la la la, boom boom, la. I think it's just the 2025 version of that.
Okay, all right.
Let's get those
like
vocal cords warmed up. Exactly.
And now it's 6, 7. Skibbity, Ohio.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to find the internet's hottest food and drink container. Is it just me, or does the hottest drink container change every 6 months? Remember, it was, what was the, Stanley?
Stanley for a long time. And remember, there was like a vehicle that the whole vehicle burned up, but the Stanley survived in it. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh my goodness.
Is that why it became a thing?
It went viral, and I mean, if you haven't like spent money to promote something, that was like a gift from up above.
From up above,
yeah, like it was a real accident. There's a fire. The whole vehicle is engulfed, but the Stanley survived. It was a sign, and I know that they contacted that young woman whose car burned up. So yeah, for a while it was Stanley was the thing.
The thing. Okay, so there's apparently a new thing. Lowe's 0.4 quart BPA free food grade polypropylene mini bucket.
That sounds like a lot.
That's a mouthful, but look at that. Anita, look. I like it. So it's kind of.
So it can do everything in it.
You know,
it's a real Lowe's bucket.
You know me,
it's a real Lowe's bucket.
I'm a lunch pail worker over here. I like that.
I like it.
$2.
I don't know, because it looks so practical. I wonder if you would mistake it for something else. Like, it looks like just a paint bucket.
It looks like a paint bucket. I think that's where its charm is.
Yeah.
That so reminds me of when we registered for our wedding. Do you know those Le Creuset?
Yeah.
How expensive they are?
Yes.
Okay. So for like a Le Creuset pot of any decent, it's hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars. We registered for one that looked like a really nice, you know, like fry or saute up a bunch of things like this big. It costs a couple. I want to say at least $100.
Okay.
Okay. At least $100. That's key. My aunt registered. You know, clicked the register.
She got it.
Got it for us. Came. It was this big.
Oh.
It was this big, everybody. It was the size of that mini bucket, and it was like over $100. We couldn't tell online that it was the size of that.
You couldn't do anything with that.
So I don't know what it's even for.
Yeah.
So Anita,
a decoration.
This day, we have a Le Creuset, like it looks like a pan or a regular pot.
Has your aunt seen it?
Yeah. We told her as soon as I think I sent her a picture of me. I'm like, it's no bigger than my phone. Sorry, we registered for the wrong thing. I think it's for like. What do you call it, like the at the restaurants with the like melted cheese and melted chocolate?
Oh yeah, like a melting pot?
Yeah, like
fondue.
Fondue, thank you. I think it might be for that.
Oh.
Or maybe those little egg
like
bites or something.
That would
But we've got one.
Have you tried it for that?
it's never been used.
So it's a decoration.
This thing has never been used.
In the end, it's a decoration.
Anyway, I like this. It's under $2.
It does look
it's
cute.
right.
I worry, like, with the hours that we work, you know, it's so easy for us to mistake one thing for another.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I'm sure.
I've almost used, like, lotion for toothpaste or something like that. And
Yeah.
I would just think that that could be mistaken for something very quickly.
Oh, man. Okay, but I would definitely take a beverage out of that thing.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back here on Chicago Now, it's the fall, even though it doesn't feel like it. We're going to be checking in with our friends up in Highwood for a preview of the Great Highwood Pumpkin Fest. We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. If you're still trying to figure out what am I going to do with this fall, summerish kind of weather out there that we're experiencing right now, let us tell you about the Great Highwood Pumpkin Fest coming up this weekend. There's a full schedule of entertainment and events that are going to be happening there across 3 stages. It's their 15th year for this, so you know they've got something special going here. Want to go ahead and bring in Elise with the Celebrate Highwood to talk a little bit more about what they have going on. And wow, look at that site behind you.
Look at that.
Oh, Elise, I don't think we can hear you.
Is it on our end?
You can't hear.
There we
I
go.
can hear you now.
Yes.
All right, I'm sorry. Here I am. All right, I am out in Highwood, Illinois, just 28 miles north of the great city of Chicago. We have 10,000 pumpkins out here for people to come and carve. It's our 15th year, like you said. It is just a great festival. 3 days of live music from 3 stages. We've got everything fall can ask. We've got pumpkin carving. We've got pumpkin pie eating contests. We've got pumpkin drinks. We've got pumpkin sweets. We've got pet costume contests. We've got all different crafts. We actually have a raceway, a Great Highwood Pumpkin Raceway that people can come and race cars at. It's just 3 days of fun, festive, and we're going to have some beautiful weather.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to do a little camera work for us, Elise.
Okay, I'll try.
We just got done talking about 6-7, all right? 6-7. On the top row of those pumpkins behind you,
Oh, boy.
do you see
okay,
what we are
there,
looking
guys.
at?
Yeah.
Theme?
Yes, I'm telling you, Anita, this is taking over the world.
OMG.
Do you see that, Elise?
Can you see it there?
There it is. 6.
There it
They're
is.
pointing
6,
to
7.
it.
6,
Point up to
7.
the 6, 7, guys. Here we go. Am I shaking there?
You're,
Yeah, we got a little bit of
that's
everything on the wall.
That's wonderful.
So SALT is our beneficiary. I don't know if you can see all these great kids. It's service and learning. It's a nonprofit, and every year we have a beneficiary at our Pumpkin Fest.
Oh, great.
And this year our beneficiary is SALT. They have been out here all morning carving pumpkins to put on the wall. And on Saturday night, we do a wall lighting. So every one of the pumpkins on, we have one great wall here on North Avenue. We have another one at City Hall. They will be lit up with votive candles at 7 o'clock at night on Saturday, and it is mesmerizing.
Oh, I bet it is. Can you tell us a little bit about SALT and what that charity does?
So SALT is a volunteer organization. They're high school students from Highland Park, Northbrook, Lake Forest. They help do everything from raising money, food, and services for the needy. And they are just kids that learn how to volunteer and how to help the community. They've been a huge part of our community. This is the first year they're our volunteers. They have been out here for, I'd say, a month. They did a big, huge mom sale to raise money. So they will be getting all the benefits of portion of proceeds, because these pumpkins do cost a lot of money.
Well, I think it's absolutely wonderful that those young people are getting some service hours and really learning the importance of giving back and, you know, community work. What's your favorite part? I can sense the passion for this festival coming off of you. So what's your favorite part of it?
Oh boy, you know, bringing everybody together. Celebrate Highwood is all about community, and it's a bunch of volunteers. The board is all volunteer. We work so hard to put all of our festivals and events on, but Pumpkin Fest is really a culmination of a whole year of events that we do. So my favorite part, honestly, is when you see all of the families and the kids lighting the pumpkins and the wall goes on, the city lights go off. It's just moments of awe.
I love it. I love it. Did you mention that there was actually a pumpkin pie eating contest?
Yes, so we have an adult and a kid pumpkin pie eating contest. We have sponsors, so Jay Blanton is our sponsor of pumpkin pie eating contest. And you'll see we have a great bakery in Highwood called Bent Fork Bakery. So they supply the pies. We've got great gifts for all the winners of our pie eating contest, as well as our pet costume contest that's sponsored by the Dog Stop. And then we have a kids costume contest. All the contests are on Sunday.
Okay, and I need a close-up on this dog because I've been watching from afar
the dog.
for a while.
He wants a close-up on the dog. Yes. What's the dog's name? Ellis. The dog is Ellis. Am I getting a close-up?
Alice,
I can't tell. There we go.
Alice
is
dressed up like a court jester? Or a bumblebee. Oh, a bumblebee.
So
and we also have some bumblebees out here on our sweet donuts, and we have a pumpkin espresso martini. So the bumblebees are actually out here trying to get some of those goodies.
So who is responsible for carving all of those jack-o'-lanterns behind you? They're wonderful.
Anybody that comes to the fest. So we actually bring in 10,000 pumpkins, and we actually gut them. We don't have the drill going, but we have a drill. And if you can see in this pumpkin right here, the back of the pumpkins there, we actually gut them so they're all cleaned out.
Oh, wow.
And then, so then we have bins and bins of pumpkins, which I don't know if you can see sort of behind the wall there. Can you zoom in behind the wall there? I don't know. But we have bins and bins of pumpkins that people can come and grab a pumpkin and carve. We've got 2 carving stations, one at City Hall and one at North Avenue here at Everett's Park. We also have pumpkin houses. We've got lots of seasonal installations that people can take selfies of. Everybody loves taking those, those family photos for the season. But the pumpkins, we do ask for a donation, a suggested donation of $2 a pumpkin. This is our first year doing that because we really want to raise money for our beneficiary and Celebrate Highwood that puts on all these festivals and events. We're a nonprofit organization, so in order to keep all of our festivals and events going, we're just trying to, help get some money in for all these great festivals. The scaffolding, the pumpkins, all of the things that we're putting up around town cost a lot of money, our decorations, so.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
and I'm sure a lot of people will want to help you all out because of what you're giving back to the community there. So in 15 years, take us through the changes that you all make to try to keep things fresh and new and innovative.
When Pumpkin Fest started, it was 2009, I believe, and it was a prelude to Pumpkin Fest. And we had these great Wednesday gourmet markets. And we sort of said, hey, let's carve some pumpkins and do a prelude and see how many pumpkins we can get on a wall in 3 hours. We did 1,200 pumpkins. That was 15 years ago. And over the years, there has been years where we wanted to break the Guinness World Record, and we brought in 32,000 pumpkins. We actually held the record one year. Every year is a little different, especially with the weather. But we have different partners that help support the event, like our sponsors with Montessori Kids Connection Bannockburn. We have the dog staff. We've got all different partners that come out and add a little twist. We've got McCain French fry truck here giving away French fries. It's insane. It's just pumpkin pandemonium.
Elise, I grew up in the northern suburbs. I used to work during the summer at Ravinia. I want you to tell, for those folks who are unfamiliar with Highwood, okay, I have seen this community change so much. I mean, I grew up there in the 90s and, you know, went to high school up there in that area. Paint a picture for those unfamiliar with Highwood. It's not a big, physically, like geographically, it's not a big place. Oh, no. But I mean, it is a pocket of, I mean, the restaurants up there.
Exactly.
Tell us just about how this community has grown into what it is.
It's so, I have to say that bringing all these different festivals and events to the community over the past 16 years has really brought people to our small little town. It's a very small footprint. It's like 4 blocks, a loop around downtown, and population of 5,000. It's a dining destination. We have more restaurants and bars and service businesses in this small little footprint. Highwood has just blossomed as a destination on the North Shore all year long. The residents, we have beautiful homes that are being built. We have just people that commute here from, you know, even over the border to our festivals and events in Kenosha. We have 2 metro train stops in town, one right here in downtown Highwood, and then one just north in our town of Fort Sheridan. So it's really grown to be a destination. The community itself is, I want to say, like 125 years old. Started out as very diverse ethnic community, and it's grown. It still is. So
it's such a cool little pocket. I feel like there's like 1 restaurant per capita up there. It's
exactly,
absolutely wild.
That's awesome.
Elise, awesome.
Okay, and then
thank you. Yep.
Let me ask you this. You know, when you look at what you all are doing now, to me, like, I don't know, when we get to October and we start talking about festivals like yours, I just start to think, oh my goodness, we're at the end of the year. How does this lead into some of the things that the holiday season type of things?
Oh boy, well, so we actually we have pumpkin houses. So we have the mayor's house, we have a farmhouse, we've got a giant Adirondack here in the middle of the park here. So if people come up to Pumpkin Fest, those are some of the seasonal installations. We keep those up. We have what we call the skeleton invasion. We've been doing this since COVID. And over the years, we now have themes. And these kids behind me, they decorated the skeletons this year as celebrities. So we have a celebrity walk of fame. And I think there's about 30 skeletons that they decorated, everybody from Travis and Taylor to... who are some of the celebrities that we did?
Bad Bunny.
Mickey Mouse. We have one of the Kardashians, but the skeletons and some of these seasonal installations, they stay out for the month. So people can come to Pumpkin Fest, and then they can come throughout the whole month of October and enjoy these seasonal installations. We have decorated City Hall Park with totem poles and hay bales and pumpkins, and we have our Highwood Heart, as we call it, and those will be up all month long too.
What a great little community there. Okay, with big stuff going on. Elise, thank you so much. Have so much fun this weekend.
Yes, come on out. It's a free event. While the pumpkins last, it's gorgeous. There's tons of food, tons of drinks. HighwoodPumpkinFest.com is our website.
It's the best. Elise, thank you so much.
And tell the kids.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, exactly. Bad Bunny was also one of the celebrity skeletons. work. That's like that's the big barrier to entry, as we say. They've removed that. Just go in
to work.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Scoop
absolutely.
that stuff. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but from Pumpkin Fest to some of the live events going on in and around Chicago this month, October, the weather's still great for an outdoor live show, and we're going to be catching up with Selena Fragassi, our local resident experts, when we come back right after this.
Everybody, I think this segment in particular gets me super excited. You know I love a good concert.
Oh yeah.
I like to think of myself as a concert connoisseur, as I'm always looking for what's happening, where are we getting some live music from.
In a former life, I was just like that.
You know, there's always something, whether it's a small festival or whether they're hitting the big stage. Our area just continues to deliver. So we want to bring in our friend of the show, Selena Fragassi, to get us up to date on where we need to be. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. How are you guys today?
We are good. We miss you here in studio, but this
I know.
is the next
I'm out of
best
town
thing.
today.
Where are you out? Where are you joining us from? Are you out of town right now?
Yeah, I'm in California right now.
Oh,
good for you.
Nice.
Good for you. Okay.
But I'll be back in studio next month.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, we got to hit some of these highlights, Selena.
Yeah,
okay.
so many. October just doesn't slow down.
Unfortunately, I am way out of the loop, okay?
We were trying to sing Doechii to him just a few minutes ago in the break. Like,
I'm sure I know, what is it, anxiety? Anxiety, I'm sure. But okay, October 10th, there's an artist that is apparently big enough to play at the United Center that I don't even think I've ever heard of, but maybe I've heard the songs. Laufey? Laufey. I just had another.
Let's back up and say one of Anthony, and he'll never live it down.
Ever.
Moment is when we had Lollapalooza last year.
Yeah.
And Chapel Roan was Chappelle Rowan.
Yes.
So,
this is before she blew up. Okay, so I was like, okay, tonight's 5 o'clock show. But remember, Selena, you remember she wasn't the headliner that night.
No.
That year.
She should have been.
Yeah.
She should have been.
She set like a record.
But I was like reading off the teleprompter, Chappelle Rowan. Anyway, I just had, so it's Laufey?
Laufey. Sorry, Laufey. She's Icelandic, so it's like a very...
She's Icelandic.
Icelandic name.
All right, well, I come from the Bjork era. Okay, United Center. Okay, preview this show. Tell us what we need to know for nerds like me.
Okay, so Laufey, she's very much in like the Taylor Swift kind of echelon. She brings in a much younger audience, so it's totally okay, Anthony. But she's lovely. You should check her out. She's Icelandic and Chinese, which her background's really fascinating. Her family were symphony members and orchestras, and so she's taken that. She does a lot of classical mixed with jazz, mixed with pop, and it's this like dreamy fusion of modern classical. And what I love about her is she just she bridges the gap between a more classic traditional style of music and brings in younger people. And as you mentioned, in 2024, she was at Lollapalooza, a first for Lollapalooza, where she was working with the Chicago Philharmonic. And it was this orchestral, theatrical, most beautiful thing at Lolla. So this is really a show you want to see.
I like it.
I
It's
see
giving
she's
wispy vibes here. Looking at some of the pictures, very whimsical. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and it looks like she was on stage with Post Malone.
Was that Post or maybe Hosier? I can't remember who that. I can't see who that was.
But oh my gosh, and she's playing the piano too. That might be right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. You might have to make some plans.
Oh, that's right.
October 14th. Where do we need to be?
Okay, Doechii. You mentioned Doechii. She has had the Song of the Summer with Anxiety. We are not slowing down into fall. She's actually kicking off her tour right here in Chicago, so it's very, very special. It'll be the first time to see this new Swamp Princess tour. But, you know, Doechii is just like the future of hip-hop to me. She brings in kind of like that nostalgic 90s Missy Elliott kind of vibe with some neo-soul and R&B. She's got the personality of like a Nicki Minaj, but she just brings theatricality. She's really, she's topical. She's a very big ally of the LGBTQ community, and so she's a force. I love her.
Yeah, I feel like there was like a moment a few months ago when Lauryn Hill brought her out. When I think Lauryn was performing in Miami, which of course is where Doechii is from, and she brought Doechii out on stage, and it was just this like, wait a minute, like you talk about fusing generations. Like Lauryn Hill was everything as a, you know, young female hip-hop artist that really did hip-hop and R&B, and Doechii just, it was a moment. It was a moment. Beautiful.
She's playing Aragon on October 14th. Anita, have you been to the Aragon yet?
No, I haven't been to the Aragon.
Oh, Anita, you have to go. It's an old ballroom. It's beautiful. It's like Camelot. Like if you look up at the ceiling, there's stars. It's a cool environment.
It really is cool. It's almost like going to Arabian Nights or something.
Yeah.
It was built in the 20s and like vaudeville heyday. It is one of the coolest spaces in the entire city. If you like Doechii and you haven't been to that venue, that's a good combo.
The week of the 14th, and I know we're getting on to the 16th next, that is a very busy week around here because that's also Chicago Fashion Week. So there are a lot of things happening that week. I might have to be somewhere else, but yeah, what's happening on the 16th?
So the 16th is Black Pistol Fire. They're playing Bottom Lounge. I love Bottom Lounge. It's like a good Chicago rock and roll club. I love this band. They're a two-piece out of Austin. If you love Black Keys, if you love White Stripes, if you love Royal Blood, you're going to love this band. They bring this passion and fire and energy, garage rock, blues rock mix. They're so much fun live.
Ooh.
Sounds great. October 22nd, we have Carmino at City Winery. That's another great venue as well. In West Loop, right? Tell us about Carmino.
So Carmino's really interesting. She's very much like Madonna in Portugal. She plays fado, the traditional music style in Portugal. Her mother was a fado singer, and she has found this love affair with Chicago. She loves Steve Albini, the late and great Steve Albini, who passed away not too long ago. And she worked with him on an EP a couple years ago, where she wanted to kind of tap into her punk rock roots. But people may recognize her if you saw the movie Poor Things with Emma Stone. She was the guitar player up in the balcony when Bella Baxter has like a little crisis of conscience, and Obama loved her so much in that song, it's called O Quarto, that he put her on his summer playlist that year. So she's definitely blowing up.
Yeah, that is a big deal. I get maybe a bi-weekly message from City Winery about all of the artists because I love to go there so much. They have such a fantastic lineup. I mean, they're always bringing in amazing artists to City Winery.
Yeah, they are. The variety.
Yes.
Yes. You can get pretty much any. All right.
And wine. You know, you get to have a
as well.
glass of wine and eat some great food while you watch a show.
And since I'm so old, we're ending off on October 28th to November 1st with an artist I actually know, David Byrne, playing the Auditorium Theater. Talking Heads.
Yeah, it's like a 3 or 4 night little mini residency over at Auditorium. So David Byrne, just an iconoclast, of course. Talking Heads, which celebrates 50 years this year, which where does the time go? But David Byrne also has had a great solo career. Who is the Sky is his latest solo album. Just such an avant-garde, fun, whimsical, a great lead up to Halloween, just tapping into that David Byrne spirit.
Yeah,
It'll be a great show.
You know, and I'm thinking, I'm like looking at the listing and the venues that we mentioned, and I'm like, you know, we could still get outdoor venues right now too. Probably they had to, you know, turn page, but we still have the weather to
nice
bring some folks in.
In fact, on October 10th, so October 10th is a big conflict for me, right? Like, I love Laufey, but Chance the Rapper's going to be in town, and it's like, oh my God, who do you choose?
You go.
But, you know, Chance will come back, but he's actually playing at Northerly Island, so you can still see outdoor shows in October.
That's so great. Selena, while we have you, and I know you're out west right now, but will you give us like kind of what you're most excited about the Chicago music scene? I know we've seen new venues come online here. In terms of Chicago as a destination city when it comes to live music, what is the kind of state of the state, if you will?
I think we have an unparalleled music community and live music scene here. I mean, we have so many venues. It rivals the coast. It rivals Austin. We're in the central part of the country, so every band tours through here. So we have this unique opportunity to really see any band live when they are on tour. Not to mention our own homegrown community of rockers and pop artists and hip hop artists. I mean, it is active. There's not a day that goes by that you can't find a show in Chicago.
Yeah, and we love it. We love to see it. We hope that that continues. Indoor, outdoor, and all of these different artists. That's the other thing. I feel like there's something for everyone all the time.
Absolutely. Even kids. I mean, families, kids, there's something for literally everybody.
I like that you know, having the choice between 2 amazing shows on the 10th of October, that's a good problem to have. And that speaks volumes about the state of the music world here in Chicago. Got a new album out
New album out, yeah. We were trying to get him on the show. He's still welcome if you're listening.
Selena Fragassi, thank you so much for your time. Safe travels to you.
You're awesome.
Yes. Really appreciate it.
I'll see you guys next month in studio.
In studio, okay? We want you back here in studio. She's so great. She's so fun. Great. All right, so tweens. I'm so scared for this, Anita.
Yeah, you're almost there.
You know how I talk about, I talk about Theo a lot. He's like 9 going on like 18.
That's what happens right around that time. You know, 9 years old.
He's like
9
a little
to like 12. The phone conversation starts up.
You know, girls, like the problems don't go away. They just change. And
outfits.
So there's so much. Parenting is an improvisation. You're always kind of improvising how to handle certain situations. It's more of an art than a science. And anxiety, self-esteem issues. I need to refresh my memory on the Dochi, so I'm sure I know it. I'm sure I know it, guys, before you make fun of me too much. But like body image stuff. And so we have somebody who is a specialist when it comes to confidence in this specific age range, which is referred to as a tween. So, you know, before you hit 13,
when you start to make some comparisons. You know, like when you're little, it's your world. You're just like, oh, it's me. I'm great. My parents are constantly feeding into me. I'm great. But then when you start to get like right around that, I feel like a lot of kids lose themselves right around middle school.
Oh, middle school. You know, I don't know about for you. It was so tough. That was the toughest stretch for me. There's just so much going on. There's the hormone thing going to people. I mean, I hope that it's gotten better since then in terms of like bullying and resources like this.
You know what
I mean?
Resources
since we were kids.
Better, bullying very different, because now we have the online space. Like you and I didn't grow up with the online space that they're having to navigate now, and parents are having to navigate.
Oh my gosh, I know. The whole thing scares me. But with these rates of anxiety, low self-esteem, body image issues, we are going to speak with an expert who is confidence coaching and aiding the tween experience. Her name is Leslie Randolph, and she is the founder of a group called Turning Teen. And we're going to have much more with Leslie when we come back.
impactful segment now. We have all gone through it, and now we're trying to help some parents who are going through it. We're talking about puberty, those tween years when you're like, is this my child? I thought this was my child, but who are you? We want to empower parents to be able to navigate that space. Thank you so much, Leslie, for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm so thrilled.
A confidence coach with Turning Teen. Quick anecdote. My memory of my own experience going through this is my dad. God bless him. He handed me a book called the What's Happening to My Body book for boys. Here you go.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I love it.
It was great. Phil Ponce with it. You know what I mean?
You needed a confidence coach.
I didn't have a confidence coach in the day. It's so great what you guys are doing.
Resources have changed over the years.
Completely. It's so great. But let's get straight into it. Why is even talking about? I tried to break the ice there, but why is talking about puberty so awkward for the kids?
I mean, it's embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
To talk about our parts. We might be embarrassed about them. It's also, I mean, your story, it can be awkward for the parents. I know that when I had, and I don't want to say the talk, I think part of this is knowing that it's the talks.
Many talks, right.
It is talks as they age and at every stage, right? But they were giggling, I giggled with them, right? Like, yeah, it is a little uncomfortable. Even at our event, we'll have some giggles, and that's okay. But we still got to get the communication going.
And I think that's so important, you know, because sometimes the giggles help to break down the walls, so that then you can really have these conversations. You know, you mentioned a funny story with your dad. My dad, okay, so we're talking about puberty. So we've got some, you know, feminine products here. I remember I was home with my dad alone when that happened, and my dad was like,
deer in headlights.
He calls my mom. What do I do? You know, takes me to my mom's friend, and he's like, here, you talk to her. You know, but now we have you, someone who can step in the gap and help young ladies especially work through that time when you're like, okay, I don't understand what's happening to my body, and what's happening to my body also affects then how I speak to people, how I interact with people when I go to school and anywhere else.
100%. I mean, that we are trying to empower, and not just the tweens, but the parents, so that there's not the handoffs, there's not here's the book, there's no more deer in headlights, that we're planting seeds for conversations that continue, so that the parents feel comfortable, and so that the tween feels comfortable at a time that is so wildly uncomfortable.
It is so uncomfortable.
I totally hear about middle school. Those are such hard
They're hard years, right? So tell us about Turning Teen. You're a coach with them. How does your organization work?
Sure. So Turning Teen was founded by two pediatricians who saw a need in their community, not just the deer in headlights, you know, patients that came in when they would use the word puberty, like both the tween, and like the most well-intended parents who still felt a little awkward, right? And so these pediatricians decided that they were going to empower parents and their tweens with information, science-backed information, right? There's nothing awkward about science, it's data. So we do workshops all over the country now that talk about our body basics and what's going on about those changes. And they brought me on to create and lead a workshop called Mind Over Mood that talks about that emotional piece. Like, why all of a sudden does my daughter look like someone I don't know? And why are we, you know, both saying, don't take that tone with me, right? So we want to take away some of the uncertainty by answering the questions that we can and giving them knowledge about their brains and their bodies.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, you have several different things that are here. Break down what we're seeing here, and I'd like to start, because I brought it up in the break here, with the mirror, because not only is it like I don't understand what's happening to my body, but like I don't even really understand what I'm seeing in the mirror, like, and how to appreciate what I'm seeing in the mirror. Talk a little bit more about that and what you do.
Sure. So all of these are props to show what people can expect if they come to our Tween Empowerment Summit, which is where Turning Teen is making its Chicago debut. And so we have a lot of activities in addition to the two workshops. This is what I call in my coaching business and in my home, mirror mantras, right? Because we might look in the mirror and all of a sudden have a really critical voice, right? And we know this at every age and stage.
It doesn't go away, you know?
It does not go away. But our brain is amazing, and it has elasticity, and it can change. And so we want to give that brain messages that we want to think on purpose. And so I always, Post-its are some of my favorite coaching tools. I always encourage my clients, like, what will you see every day? You're gonna be looking in the mirror, and what do you want to be thinking on purpose? My tween daughter is the one who did these, and I loved it, right? You got this, these ideas of like, yes, I can, I believe in you. And there's no 6'7" on here. But you know, you slay. And I also love, and this really speaks to the Mind Over Mood workshop, not today anxiety. Because we are seeing rates of anxiety, as you said, really go up. And the goal is never that anxiety goes away. That's not a realistic goal. The goal is that we learn how to manage those emotions and almost like live with them and accept them, but say, not today. Like, I'm choosing confidence. I'm choosing courage.
There it is. Yeah, what you
Giving kids the tools to handle anxiety when it inevitably pops up. So this event's here. It's on the 18th. This is, you said this is your Chicagoland debut?
This is the debut.
So congrats. How is it working? Did schools, are they bringing in a lot of, because it's geared toward girls, teen girls. How are you drawing a crowd? Are there still tickets? Like, how does it all work, and what are they going to be discussing?
Well, thanks to amazing supporters like you, we do have tickets. Come join us. Yes, there are tickets still available, and like I said, the 2 workshops, Body Basics with the Turning Teen founder, Dr. Lisa Klein, and then all these activities, you know, we don't want to do all work, no play. We want the girls to be engaged and also kind of like put the messages that they learn in action. So they will create their own self-confident period kit with pads and tampons. So even though we don't know when, we're at least prepared.
You're ready.
Right? We're going to be doing these Power Pages journals and seed planting, because this is what we're doing. We're planting seeds. We have gratitude jars with an organization called Gratitude Generation, because gratitude is like free mental health care. Even if anxiety is there, it can have a companion with gratitude. You can always find it.
And I love the fact that, you know, so many of these things, like, they'll have a good time there, they will learn there, but they're going to be able to take these things home. And I think that's the most important thing, is like, okay, what happens once I leave?
Yes, 100%. And I love this point too, because also what happens, this is not just for girls. It is for girls and their parents. So you have the parent and the tween in the room. So they're not only going home, listen, everyone loves swag and merch. No one more than a tween, and we've got skincare from Pippa and Bitty Bomb. I mean, they're gonna love it, right? But they're going home with a shared language, a shared knowledge, with tools to help them manage these emotions and these changes that everyone is going to experience.
So is it an all-day thing? It's a Saturday, and it doesn't sound like you're just sitting in a chair in an auditorium the whole time. It sounds like there's some hands-on stuff.
Yep, absolutely. And even the workshops, right? You know, maybe a tween girl could be like, oh, I don't want to go to school on a Saturday. I mean, they're really interactive and engaging. It's science-backed, but it's also age-appropriate. We know them tuning in for half a day. It's 12:30 to 4:15. That might be a lot to ask. We don't want them to have to sit like this. We want them to be talking to their parent, to be listening to the questions that every other girl is asking.
And that's a part of it too, knowing that other people are going through the same thing. You know, because there's so many things at that stage where you're like, if you want it, you're like, well, everybody's doing it. And everybody's never doing it. But the other half of that is when you sit next to other people who are saying, no, I have the same problems, then you're realizing, like, I'm not alone.
1000%. You know, I think when we talk about puberty and even anxiety and doubt and fear, there can be some shame there of like, am I the only one who feels this way? And because I'm a confidence coach that gets the privilege of working with tweens, teens, and young adults, right? We all go through this. We all feel these feelings. We all think these thoughts. We all go through puberty. When we can normalize it, we can take some of that shame, awkwardness, embarrassment away.
Yeah. Do you have breakouts? Like, I'm just thinking about the setup with having girls and their parents, and maybe there's some times when like the girls need to have a conversation without the parents.
So one of the things that we do there, right, there's breakouts to talk to the parent, right, because we want to empower them together and knowing that communication is key for confidence and connection, right? All the Q&A is on anonymous postcards.
Yeah, smart.
So at the end of the sessions, we answer the girls' questions that no one knows who asked it, mom doesn't know, so there's an opportunity to say what you're really thinking and what you're really wondering. There's so many questions.
How has we've done a lot of spent a lot of time talking about the phone, talking about screens and social media, and you know, just the different dynamics about bullying and stuff. Anita made the point that, hey, a lot of this stuff has moved online. Does that play into the curriculum at your workshops? I don't know how long you've been doing these, but has that changed the specifically for teen girls the junior high or middle school experience?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, there was an old saying, that old adage, like, comparison is the thief of joy. I think comparison is the thief of confidence, right? When we're looking at someone else, and I always say, reels are not reality. We have to know that. Everyone puts their best self on their TikToks and their gram. No one really talks about when they're feeling anxious or when they're feeling scared, right? It's fake. And so I think this absolutely does play a part in it. Yes, there's that bullying. There's that false confidence. I will not call this confidence. That comes when you can just be behind a screen and say something terrible. And it also, you know, feeling left out is a huge part of middle school. I remember when I wasn't invited to plans and how much that hurt. Now imagine not being invited to plans, but being able to see all of it and know, like, I'm not there. Like, that's not just FOMO. That's a loss of belonging.
Are there any topics that are off the table in that setting? Because I could even think of, like, I mean, it's an important conversation to talk about pictures and picture sharing.
Yeah, so not in this summit, but that is a huge piece, right? Like, and that's also just great conversations for parents to be having with their tweens. I mean, for better or worse, social media is not going away. Our phones are not going away. And I think with all things parenting, and I heard you earlier, absolutely, it's like the world's greatest science experience.
Exactly.
When we can go with the wave instead of against it, like, so I know this is happening, but maybe there are, again, a lot of talks about what is appropriate to share, what is appropriate to say. What does repair look like when I do it wrong? What are consequences for those actions?
This is so good. This is good. We're short on time, but really quick, Leslie, what do parents need to know if they want to get in on this? It's 2 weeks from tomorrow, right? What do they need to know if they want to get tickets?
Go to turningteen.com and you will see register up on the top of the page. Click Chicago. Come and join us. We would love to have you.
The Chicago debut. Yeah, me too.
Congratulations.
It's great what you're doing. First of many. Leslie, thank you so much. Turning Teen. All right. That's going to do it for this hour of Chicago Now. We got a jam-packed 11 o'clock hour on a Friday. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. We'll be right back after this.
Have a great weekend.
is Friday, 11:01. This is Chicago Now. I'm Tia Ewing. I'm joined by my esteemed co-workers, and we'll get to why they're here in a second. But first, it's really like a reunion of sorts, at least for me and comedian Sam Morril. He is going to be here in Chicago. He has a show, but we were together on TV, of course. That was September of 2023. But this time he's adding a special guest with us. Gary Veter is going to be here. And wait till you see what he has on. It is going to absolutely stun you, so stick around for that. And then later we're going to do a science project of sorts. The Southside Science Festival is making STEM fun, and they're going to be with us on the show and actually do some science experiments. But first we got to talk about Taylor Swift, and that is why we have these donuts here too from Stan's. These are what, the Life of a Showgirl donuts?
Life of a Showgirl.
So the album has dropped. We got video of people lined up for this. What was a surprise? Were there any surprises? This is Chris K and Marissa Rubino, who both work here. Any surprises? They're the Swifties, our residential Swifties in-house. Any surprises on this album?
I didn't think there was really a surprise. I think we just came into this not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
I remember last time we talked about this, we were talking about what's the sound going to be? What's this going to look like? What's this going to sound like? And I think as the pictures started to unveil a little bit more, we're thinking, oh, okay, like, I think we're going to get a more of a happier little pop bubbly album. But to me, it was like, it's grown up reputation for me.
Grown up.
Sexy, right?
Grown up. Somebody said Wish List. Somebody said Wish List is like the daughter of Gorgeous.
Ooh.
Remember Gorgeous was that fun? Yeah. Like, oh, you're so cute. And Wish List is literally like, I want to have a whole block of kids that look like you.
Any shockers in some of these lyrics? Because you showed me some that we can't talk about on TV. You got to go listen for yourself. But I was thinking, wow, this is a grown-up Taylor Swift who's clearly in love and who's clearly enjoying the fruits, wink, wink, of that love. What did you think about that? I think that's okay. I mean, we all should be in that place.
And I think not even that, because there were a couple songs too about foes in the industry or you know, what the public thinks of her, very Reputation-esque, where she's just like owning it. Like, not just I have my man, but like I have my everything. I have my career. I'm like, I'm that girl. I'm that girl.
there was a lot of moments, especially when I was listening to this, where it really just seemed like she was talking out to everybody saying, guys, I'm the best in this industry. It's time we finally admit that. And there's nothing wrong with admitting it, because she just went on one of the best tours America has ever seen, and not just that, but the world has ever seen. The Eras tour was that successful for a reason, and I mean, we're talking about someone that, I mean, was rewriting record books, and so like this was her standing on business.
What do you? I like that, standing on business. What do you think about the fact that, you know, some of us need this kind of conversation. You know, some of us need that upliftment, and we need to feel like, hey, I'm that bad. You know, you can fill in the blank, because we can't say that on this TV show. But some of us need that. Do you feel like she's empowering her fans through this music?
Totally, totally. And she has a song where she says, I like all my friends canceled. Did you girl boss too close to the sun? And I think that's like, we've all been there. I'm sure you've been there too.
I've definitely been there.
It's like, oh, people don't like me because I'm a little too much. I'm a little too good.
I go through that a lot. Yeah, that's just my life story. But seriously, I think, you know, and I will say in our culture too, like just in our history, it's almost like you are looked at differently if you feel a certain way about yourself. It's almost like, well, you can be good, but don't act like you're too good, right? Because then you're acting chauvinistic and, you know, all of these things. So I do like to hear somebody saying, own that you're amazing. We have music, right? So I want to hold for it. I skipped it. I went straight to the interview. Do we have the music that we can hold for? It says hold for any additional music announcements. Oh, y'all ain't got it. All right, well, go listen to it for yourself. It's streaming everywhere anyway. What would be your favorite song, Chris?
Actually, Romantic is my favorite song.
And what is it about? Break it down for us.
Well, so it's one of those. So the way I characterize this album is it's a love album with a bunch of love songs, where it seemed like every other song or every second song is like, and another thing, and if you want to come for me, like, here's another thing you got to know. And this seemed like it was a response to a certain singer that had Taylor very much in her mouth the last couple of years. And it was a response to that, but it was a response in a weird way, where it was like, this doesn't really faze me. This doesn't affect me.
Why are you obsessed with me?
Yeah, why are you so obsessed with me, in a way? Because we go back to Reputation. This is where I started to feel like this is grown-up Reputation, where you had the whole Kanye saga and how that really affected her and how that affected her mentally. We know how much, because even in Tortured Poets, he wrote Thank You, Amy, and the entire saga, how that continues to this day. But now we're starting to see how she's like, guys, I went through this. This is nothing to me. Like, you really think that this is like something that I'm really thinking about? Like, no, like you think I live rent-free in your head for whatever reason.
Yeah, a lot of us live rent-free in a lot of people's heads. I'm happy to hear her say it. You know, in an album, because I think it like solidifies so many of what we all sometimes feel.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
They're all my favorite.
You don't want to say. It's too grown up, huh?
Eldest daughter. If you're an eldest daughter, you get it. And once we knew the title, we all knew it was going to be that song. And she has a line that says, "All the eldest daughters were the first lamb to the slaughter, so we dressed as wolves." And it's like, yeah. Like, that's where that comes from sometimes. And I think to hear her be so, like, proud of herself and, like, raw, like, juxtaposed with, on Tortured Poets, on Down Bad, she literally said, "I might just die. It would make no difference." Like, to now, like, she was so down on herself, and she was like, am I just doomed? Am I never going to find anybody? And this one's like, yeah, I got what I wanted.
What did we find out about Travis Kelce on this album that we can say on TV? And do you think, because, you know, there was speculation that, you know, for Taylor to be out with him in this way and really catapult him, too, into some stardom, that they must be married. It must be more to it. Did you walk away feeling like, you know, possibly they're married? Or do you think this is like they're in love? They're having a lot of fun. What did you walk away thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it was very much like, I wanna.
I'm trying to be mature about this here.
We're being mature. But on wish list, she literally says, I want to have a bunch of kids that all look like you. And like, it's very much like future focused. I feel like in the past, it's been a lot of like, oh, I'm just obsessed with this guy like right now, or like breakup. And this was like, no, I want to have a house with you. I want this with you. And yeah, that was really positive.
Do you think, here's a follow-up to that, and Chris, maybe you can answer this. Do you think that because of this relationship, you're hearing a different sound out of Taylor Swift?
Honestly, when you go back and listen to some of these tracks, like if you go back and listen to like Actually Romantic, and I'm trying to remember the other song that comes to my head, I think it was Canceled, where it sounds like she's going through different sounds, like different eras of sound. And when Actually Romantic kind of reminds me a little bit of Beverly Hills by Weezer, and then there's a little bit of Jackson 5 thrown into this album too, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay, like she's testing all the waters because she is a showgirl. But then it kind of reminds, then you go back to the title track at the back end where she's basically saying like, I'm a showgirl, like I can do this, but you can't do this. Like not everybody can do what I do.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
Any clues? Because you know there's always clues left behind. Any clues in this announcement, in the album? Do you think there's a tour coming? Like
she said did a bunch of radio shows, like overnight, across the pond. And she said there's not going to be a tour. She said, I'm tired.
Right.
I'm tired, and when I do another tour, I want it to be everything. And she had said when she announced this, it's 12 songs. It's no more than that. There's nothing else. It's 12 songs. And I think she really just made 12 fantastic pop songs and put it out.
Baby, did you take away from it that, because you said about the kids, do you think there will be a kid before there's a tour?
I mean, that's up to her.
Maybe,
I think, but this is my favorite part about this album. It's like she's where she wants to be. She's happy. She's enjoying her life. She has a hot NFL boyfriend and a hot NFL fiance now. Like we're talking about everything that she's ever wanted. And even you go back to Tortured Poets, you want to say where she's like, you know, maybe marriage isn't for me, but all of a sudden, like, hey, this is here. This has always been here. And
on what song is it? She says, when I said I didn't believe in marriage, that was a lie.
Yeah. And
maybe you were just hurt in that moment.
Put on a front,
right? I mean, yeah.
But like, that was just part of the whole album, and it was like sad girl hours to the peak. And but now we're starting to see like this pop happy, like I am who I am, and I'm the greatest in the world at what I do. I have like I have what I want, and we're gonna let that rest for a while. And I think she's deserved to let that rest.
I know you're in some of the groups that the Swifties have these conversations in. What are people saying?
They love it.
What's the reaction?
Rolling Stone.
Chris is laughing, so it's got to be something hilarious.
My girly friends have been going on about it all morning. I mean, like one of my friends was driving out to the suburbs for work and had like a 44-minute drive, and the album was 42 minutes long, and she's like, I'm locked in, I'm ready to go, and like we're getting updates every single song. I'm like, you shouldn't be texting and driving, but but
you learn more each listen.
Right,
Yeah.
and I think that's the part that I'm excited the most about too. Is like, yeah, there's the first listen, but like I have like the second, third, and fourth listen coming. Like you only listen to a Taylor Swift album for the fourth time for the first time once.
Right.
Just kind of like Donna and Parks and Rec, but it's like, you know.
Yeah,
This is...
and like as you're listening to it too, it's like, oh, this album's great. But then today, as we're reflecting, you're thinking about like where she was as all this was happening. And as I've talked about, I went to Dublin to see her. And at the show that I was at in Dublin, Travis showed up halfway through the concert to surprise her. And she like just lit, like, oh my God, you made it, you made it. And in one of her like vinyl variants, she has a poem that she wrote that she put in there that's about that day and about him showing up. Like he hopped on a flight and he's here and he parted the crowd like Moses and he's just a magnet. And it's just like, yes, like that's why she's writing these songs. Like we saw her in this era.
What do you think she does overall for the music industry? Because we have so many artists now, well, not a lot, but she's kind of in a league of some of these other artists that I think of that really can do anything. I think of Beyonce with the perfume and now the hair products and the clothes that she's had. What do you think is really next on this journey that she hasn't done?
She actually doesn't do that stuff, and it's something unique about Taylor is when you look at like the richest women or whatever, she's made it all from music. It's not a makeup line, it's not anything, not that there's anything wrong with that, but she's truly just made it her brand and her music. But she also fights for artists, for rights, for their value with Spotify, like all that kind of, like she's making sure she uses her platform to pave the way for smaller artists too.
Yeah, we're talking about someone that had like the Eras tour that changed potentially how tours happen in the future. But then she used a lot of that and said, I want my masters back. I want my music back. And she used that to regain everything that she's ever done. And like there's a power in that. There's a power in that I don't think that a lot of artists understood could happen. And I mean, we sit back and we see this. I mean, we saw that there's no way you could feel other than like, hey, like I'm happy for her. Like that's incredible. And
it is.
But she's also the kind of person where we're starting to see her respond to criticisms where she's like, I don't care. Like I do not care. And like would that be the same 10 years ago? I don't know. But like now it's the point where like you don't have to be what the industry tells you. Like you can do the things that you want to do. You can be the person, the artist you want to be. Her thing, like you mentioned, you know, Beyonce having the hairline and all these different things. We're talking about someone who's very into that poetry part of it. Like that's who she is. She's just
into the music, into the arts.
Yeah, she's that like really cool cat loving librarian, and it's like that's just kind of who she is, and she's really leaning into it, and she's loving it.
Why do you think this Swiftie bandwagon, the fandom, is so attractive to people? What do you think it is? Because it transcends age too. Because you'll remember when she came here. And we went to the concert to talk to people. It was people that were my mother's age. There were people that were grandma's age. There were people that were you guys' age. What do you think it is? Because some artists, they may be popular, but they don't have that.
I think it's different things. I think, you know, when the songs are catchy, people love that, and that's why, you know, I did a bathroom break at the concert when she was playing 22 because, like, it's like, okay, kiddie time, whatever. Yeah. But like, she still does that because people love that. That's iconic. People love that, and like, just everything.
Okay, we gotta taste the donut. Come on, we gotta break in. Let's break into at least one donut before we go to break from Stan. Let's see what it's all about. I just want a little pinch. You don't want none?
We just break it. We can break it up.
Here we go. All right, I'll take a little pinch. Stay with us. We're talking comedy. Somebody's wearing a robe in studio. We'll be right back.
Get an 11.
for this interview to happen. This is a reunion for us. We were together on TV, because I want to make that clear, September 2023.
Okay.
This is comedian Sam Morril, and we have Gary Veter, who decided to just come straight out the hotel, apparently.
Well, Gary likes to lounge. He's living well on the road right now.
Yeah, I've been living the good life, so I just figured, you know, continue to do that.
So you guys have the Errors Tour. It's happening tomorrow over at the Chicago Theater.
Yeah.
What can people expect to see? Because I know it is a good time.
It's a good time, yeah. I mean, hopefully some of the National Guard will show up. I got to sell this out.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
You get this show cooking, baby.
They may be downtown. You never know.
People need a laugh. These are dark times we're living in, right? So many I saw the Charlie Kirk memorial. That was a tragic thing that happened, you know. And then I saw his wife say she forgave the guy who did that, and I was like, that's a stronger person than I am.
I agree.
I got bumped by a guy in the street the other day, and I was like, I hope he dies.
Oh, no, Sam.
He threw me off my lateral balance for 3 seconds. I was furious.
You did not say that.
I did. You know what else? I saw they were selling merch at that funeral. I've never seen merch at a funeral before. They're good business people. I've been to a few funerals. I've never been like, oh, cool T-shirts.
Let me buy one.
No. Well, I guess I go to mostly Jewish funerals, so they're like, they're not going to buy anything. They know.
Oh my God. Do not get me fired today.
No.
And if you do, I'm your opener. Gary, what can we see from you? I saw that you have this podcast that your father was a con man, and when I saw it, I thought it was satire, but you just told me this is true.
Yeah, my father was a con man, destroyed my family, but I am...
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh at that part.
Yeah, no, it's not good, but, you know, things have changed, and they're kind of moving in the right direction, at least for me in my life. I get to open up for my best friend, and he takes great care of me, and he does it in an honest way.
But no clothes.
Well,
you have nothing on under this robe.
Yeah, and if you see under the robe, it's really nothing. It's tiny.
But how would you know that, Sam?
I don't know.
We're on a tour bus.
I don't know.
Okay, got it.
Tight quarters, so there's a
no comment is how I know.
Okay.
No comment.
Okay. What made you wear the robe today?
The robe is a comfort thing. I am living the good life on the road. He takes me out. I enjoy myself when I'm out with him. I'm getting nice meals. He takes good care of me. I'm very happy to be his opener.
And I don't ask for anything in return. Hardly anything.
Hardly anything.
Well,
so you talked about, you know, it being dark times right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy, where are we going with this?
This is just a little thing I have. I put this on every once in a while for Sam.
This is the only thing I ask for in return. Occasionally, I ask him to be my gimp sex slave. Occasionally.
Why would you do this here? Why?
Occasionally.
What does
Not
that
often.
mean?
An occasional gimp sex slave, Gary.
Yes.
Occasionally.
It's just on occasion.
Not often.
I feel like we're going to go down a dark road. So I know the last time I saw an interview that you did on TV, on a news show.
Yes.
You were talking about Diddy. We're going to find out how much time he gets today.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
Well, Diddy got his kids handcuffed. King and Justin, those are their names. I think he favors one of them.
Yeah, it's true.
I think if I ever have kids, I'm going to do that. I'll be like, these are my sons, Big Penis Legend and Ralph.
Do we have to view any of this? Oh, okay. This is going to happen on the show. Is this part of the show? Is this part of what we're going to see?
We're going to see a lot of wild antics at the Chicago Theater. It's going to be a big one. We're going to have a big show. Little Gary opens, and he's been killing lately.
How did you guys meet?
We met, you can take the mask off now.
Please take it off. How did you guys meet?
I had to wait for permission.
Are you married?
Yeah, she's very happy with me.
Oh, okay. I'm shocked, but go ahead. How did you guys?
We met at an open mic 20 years ago at the Maui Taco open mic, and Gary was having a rough set, but I saw the jokes, and I heard the jokes, and I knew he was good.
And so this isn't the first time you guys have been on tour together.
No, we've done a few before, but this is the biggest one.
We have we have a great time on tour. It's always fun. Almost died in a plane crash together. That was fun.
When was this? What happened?
Oh my God! So this woman stole our seat on a flight to Rochester, tiny plane. And she grabs, we sit together in the flight always. She takes my seat, so I go, that's my seat. And she goes, she just said incorrect. And I was like, no, it's my seat. And she goes, no. Anyway, the plane then, she's sitting next to Gary. I had to sit in front. The plane is going down, like it's shaking to the point that like, oh, we're gonna crash.
They literally said that?
The pilot was like, he didn't get on the mic because it was so serious.
Yeah, but
he was like trying to figure it out. And we were in this horrible situation. We fly a lot. For us to be scared is a lot. And then somehow, you know, Gary and I are locked into each other like we're so scared we're going to die. And then Gary goes, I hate that woman because she deprived us of our last 35 minutes on Earth together. We're going to die. And then right as we think we're about to die, she just goes, ah! like full-on panic attack, and Gary and I turned and laughed in her face. And that got her through it, I think.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Couple years.
Yeah.
But just the idea that, like, you know, like laughter saved us, because we were laughing so hard at this woman's panic attack that we actually for a second forgot we were gonna die.
Yeah.
So that's how important laughter is. So that's why you should come to the show.
Laughter, friendship, the whole thing.
It's not a lot of. There aren't a lot of tickets to the show.
Not a lot left. I think it's getting there.
Yeah, I looked it up and I saw literally like maybe a handful of tickets where people can sit together. Since we're talking about people being together.
Well, yeah, people should come together. You know, bring your husband. I assume a husband?
Yes.
Oh, okay, see? What, that was...
I assume.
I
mean, no, we live in different times. Anything is possible.
Yes, I know. You could be in a throuple. I don't know.
Man,
right.
Bring both your husbands.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Obviously.
Not
you
with
guys
us.
are part of it.
Not with us.
Well, you just said what he is in your life, so I don't want to repeat it.
And you know what? But we're more than that. We're a good 1-2 punch on the road. Gary gets him up, he crushes. Then I go out there and I crush. They see a great show. That's why you should bring your husband.
Okay.
And if he's busy, just you come, you know? But but if he's not busy, you should bring him. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. You have an extra mask on the bus if you want one.
Okay, perfect. I'll be the third person on the bus. So what is it about Chicago? Because
it's
you
the best.
come here.
We were just saying, like, we're New Yorkers through and through.
Yeah.
But this is probably, outside New York, maybe my favorite city.
What is it? What is it about it?
I mean, people like you're awesome. Like, the energy is good. The people, you know what it is? The weather's so bad in this city for most of the year that you have to have a good personality.
That's true.
Because in LA, you can tolerate a bad personality because the weather's, except for when it's on fire, I guess. But otherwise, the weather's good.
Right.
But then here, it's so bad. You're like, I'm not going to be freezing and hang out with a dick, you know?
Okay. I have to ask you this question. Are you filming for anything? You're looking like, who are all these people coming in here?
Yeah, what is this?
We're doing a science experiment. We're going to be doing some double dutch jumping. You should stick around for it.
I
and jump
might.
with us.
Yeah.
Do you know how to jump double dutch?
Of course I do.
I have
Kidding me?
no
Double Dutch? I do it every day.
no clue how
It's
to
part of my morning routine.
I was going to ask you the question of, you know, you've been doing this for a long time, going on the road. Are you filming for anything special this time around? Is this a new special that's going to come out?
Yeah, new hour, new special coming out next year. But yeah, we're working on a lot right now. We're cooking. We got a little documentary we're making for it, mockumentary. It's going to be good.
Okay. What is the craziest thing that has ever happened to both of you? I want to hear separate stories since you've been doing this. Maybe not necessarily on the road, but in comedy that you can tell on TV and we don't lose any type of licensing with the FCC.
Craziest thing. Yeah. What do you think's your craziest?
My craziest, I mean, maybe just early on when I was blowing lines, I would be going on stage. Could you say that on TV? You could do that.
Messing up the lines.
Yeah, all right.
Messing up the lines.
I already said it.
What did you say? Messing up the lines?
No,
blowing lines. You know, the old snort and the.
That
I mean,
went
that's
right over my
craziest.
head.
Yeah.
I was thinking messing up.
Yeah, it went right on my nose. And I'd be performing, and then it would not be going well. But that was about it. But then I settled in, and now I'm like this, you know, depressed guy that you see in front of you.
No, he's doing good. I remember one time a guy spat on me on stage. That was rough.
How long ago was this?
This was a while ago. I was on stage. I was young. I was working the door at a comedy club, and then sometimes they'd let me go on. And I went on, and this guy, he didn't like me. And I remember he got close to the stage and went, and I was like, this ain't gonna end well for me. Right? Bad people have good aim.
Yeah.
But as he's walking out, his girlfriend goes, not again. I'm like, he's done this before?
Right.
You gotta leave this guy.
And you didn't punch him?
On performers?
You didn't attack him?
No, the way...
I'm just seriously asking.
For one thing, he was way bigger than me. I appreciate that you think I have that in me. And then, you know, the waitresses liked me because I worked the club, I worked the door, so they like barricaded the stage so he couldn't get near me. So all these tough, sassy Latina waitresses, right. They had my back.
You have a history of going on TV morning shows, and you make so many of the anchors that I've seen completely uncomfortable. They don't know what to do with themselves. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to handle you.
But you do.
Well, you know, I'm built from a different class.
You're built different.
Yeah, built from a different weight class.
Takes a strong woman to handle such a sassy guy.
It's true. Let me ask you, is there a place that they are like, you cannot come back here? Has that ever happened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Columbus, Ohio wouldn't let me on after I made up that the city had a huge human trafficking problem.
You made it up on TV?
Yeah, I just said that it was like Columbus, Ohio is a huge human trafficking problem, and my publicist yelled at me. Yeah, it's true. And they were furious that I kept it going the whole interview. And then my publicist was like, I'm so mad at you. How could you do this? I'll never be able to get a client on that show again. And I said, they won't remember. A month later, she pitched a different client. They're like, yeah, of course we'll have your client on, but we had a guy last month who was talking all about human trafficking. That's awful that happened.
Okay.
They won't remember.
So that's one, Columbus, Ohio.
That's one.
Have you been back there since to perform?
Utah too.
Utah didn't like me either.
What happened in Utah?
And the Mormons, they go one way or the other. They either become like tatted up punk rock people with like piercings in all the wrong places, or they go further and they have like 5 wives. But the Mormon ladies are hot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my God.
They are beautiful on those shows.
I slept with
some
a
of the
woman
reality
there.
shows.
She had 6 kids. Yeah. That was the lowest number I could find. 6.
I cannot. Okay, what other place? That's 2.
Utah. Where else am I banned from? We got a few.
Yeah, you got a few.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? You can't go on TV in Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
Well, probably one station.
They were really, yeah, the main one, Pittsburgh Today Live.
What happened?
They just kept asking me really boring questions, so I just kept giving worse and worse answers. And at one point, they just kind of froze, and they were like, so have you always been funny? And I said, no, but when I was young, my uncle was funny, and he...
Oh, I already heard this. I already heard this.
And I remember afterwards, I was like, that was a pretty funny moment, so I said to the producer, I said, hey, can I get that clip? And he goes, get out.
And really kicked
I was like,
you
so
out?
no? Yeah, he kicked me out, yeah. Some of these morning shows, you're cool, so we can have fun, but then some of them, it's almost like a bank robbery. I have to have an Uber downstairs waiting for me to get out.
You gotta get out of there.
I'm like, just move. I feel like Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're all chasing with a plane. I'm like, start the car, you know?
I do understand. What made you start doing that when you go? I mean, you're being yourself.
Well, because,
and they know that. They should know that, right? That you're being yourself.
Yeah, and also, like, you're so fun, but some morning shows are stiff, and they don't. But it's just as fun when the person does roll with it. That's the thing. Is like, but then when they don't roll with it, it can either be good or. One time, Gary dressed as the Gimp on Alabama TV.
Okay.
And it was. We were looking around like this might not end well for us. A lot of flannel dudes, a lot of dudes who looked like they killed Jake Gyllenhaal in Brokeback. That was the look.
Oh,
you know?
my goodness.
And we were like, oh, this Gimp thing might not work out well for us. And then we did it. And they were so mad. The woman after the segment looked at Gary and she goes, you're married with kids? And Gary goes, yeah. She goes,
she couldn't believe it?
She said, you should be ashamed of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, his wife encourages it. She thinks it's funny.
She was okay with it.
Yeah, she's a big fan. She's a big fan of Sam.
Well, how does your wife feel? You're on tour.
Yeah.
She's kind of like figuring it out in some cases alone.
Yeah, we have 2 kids, another one that's on the way. So yeah, we got another.
You got to get back home soon. But you got to make money too.
Got to make the money.
Totally, yeah.
You got to make the money. How many more
You'll meet the kids when they're older. It's fine.
That's true. That's true. How many more shows after Chicago? Have you lost count?
Not many left, actually.
Yeah.
The big one is New York. That's the big one.
Because that's home.
Carnegie Hall, yeah, December 4th, yeah.
And how is that going in terms of your tickets? I'm sure those are selling.
It's close,
People love you.
It's close, thank you.
Well, they do. You're
best.
fun. You're
fun. The best always.
He gets recognized all the time when we're walking around. It's amazing to watch. And you know, I just as the opener, I just deal with it a little. You know, it's okay. They go see the big guy. I get it. But, you know, I'm there, too. It would be nice if people said hello.
I want people to see how tall you are, because I don't think people realize.
He's a tall guy.
Yeah, you are tall. You're almost off.
Can they tell when you 2 are sitting, though?
Yeah, look, you're almost off the screen completely. Look at that.
Want me to get up?
I have on heels today, too.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. You're shorter than me, Gary.
Yeah, I know.
Who knew? Wow.
That's not nice. This is what I'm talking.
So one show tomorrow, Chicago Theater, just a handful of tickets left.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Give us some final words. I'm seriously going to try to come. Give me some final things.
Thoughts. I love the city. I mean, damn, the Arts Institute, the Giordano's, Lou Malnati's, all the spots. I love it all.
Pequod's.
I love, yeah, sorry, we didn't say it right.
Oh, boy.
Hey, the Cubs in the playoffs, and it's at 2 p.m., so you watch the Cubs win game 1, and then you come see us after. My Yankees are there, your Cubs are there. New York and Chicago cooking.
It's a collab.
It's going to be, look, everything's cooking right now in this city. I love being here this time of year, especially.
Are you a Swiftie?
I saw your segment before. It's like, how am I going to follow the Taylor Swift sex chunk? I mean,
that's basically what the music is about.
I know. I mean, that kid is going to be screwed up. You can't have those two parents.
No, no.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're just so famous. Like, did it work out well for Frank Sinatra Jr.? It's tough.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is tough to have
I wish the
famous
kid the best. I'm not saying that, but also, like, maybe she's such a hard worker. I could see her touring while pregnant, and she's not that great a dancer. Is it really going to mess the show up that much?
Listen, you're not going to have these people coming after me.
No, no, no. I think she's great. I'm just saying she's not known for her dancing. It's her songwriting.
Your tour is called the Errors Tour. Was this a play off of the Eras Tour? That was her tour name. Somebody asked me that.
It happened organically.
Okay.
The people saying I stole it from Taylor Swift. Get a life. I don't do that.
Right.
She's a lovely woman.
Do you even listen to her music?
My niece is obsessed with her to the point that one time I was playing a pretty big theater in Philadelphia. I felt pretty good about myself, and she goes, "I'm coming." I was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And she goes, "No, I'm coming to see Taylor Swift in Philadelphia." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
And forgot all about.
Oh yeah.
All
It's
about
better
the
she
uncle.
doesn't see my show. She's too young.
Yeah, it's not for kids.
Yeah, Taylor Swift doesn't have as many abortion jokes as I do. And
Okay. All right. And with that, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Go check out Sam. Check out Gary. It's been a pleasure.
You're the best.
You'll be there this weekend. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Chicago Now. We are talking science. I don't know about you, anybody watching, but I haven't done science in a little while, but I'm going to be
You're about to.
With Professor John Anderson today. This is for the Southside Science Festival. It is back. It's bringing the lab straight to you. It's this Saturday at the University of Chicago. It's fun, it's exciting, and you have a lot of scientists that are participating in it.
We've got a ton of scientists. So the University of Chicago is a major research institution, right? And we're going to have more than 600 scientists that are doing cutting-edge research every day, all day, and they're going to be doing demonstrations for the public on Saturday.
So someone may be watching and thinking, you know, is this just for the kids? Can the adults come too? Who is this for?
So I'll kind of wrap our swag here. The slogan is where science is for everyone, right? So the real goal of this is to have an event where anyone from Chicago, any neighborhood, any part of the city can come down and experience science. We have stuff for adults, there's music, there's food trucks. Coco the colon will be there if you want to learn about some gut health. That's a big hit. So
Coco the colon.
Coco,
okay.
you heard it here. So it's a really great event for families, but adults, young adults, kids, anybody who really wants to come by.
Why do you think it's so important for, you know, STEM is all the rage right now. Everywhere you turn, it's being pushed in school. They're telling young kids, get into it. Why do you you think it's so important for people to come to this and really get hands-on with science?
Yeah, I mean, I think science can be an intimidating thing for a lot of people, right? Because it's hard to learn. But I think there's a base level of science which governs everything around us. And I think having a basic level of knowledge about that is really important for the public. And it helps you understand some of the cutting-edge discoveries that are happening. Maybe some new medicines that are coming out. Maybe when someone reports a new engine or some new device that does something, the phone in your pocket has a ton of science in it, right? So I think your ability to engage with the world is really enhanced by your ability to understand just some basic science that's around you.
So are you a scientist by day at the University of Chicago?
I am. I'm a chemist, which is the coolest type of scientist, if you didn't know that already. But,
I'm learning.
I'm gonna get in trouble with some people back at the university, but I'll say it on camera.
You do seem like a cool chemist. You're not what I thought about when I have an ideology of what.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, we're about to do some science.
Yeah, so what I brought with us, we have a really cool demonstration at the Southside Science Festival. It's Mr. Freeze. He comes from Argonne, and he does this really cool demonstration with something called liquid nitrogen.
Wait, you got a whole canister.
I got a whole bunch of stuff. Well, you might want to back up just a little bit. So I'm trying to rep good safety habits here. So I've got my lab coat, I've got my goggles on, right?
You back up.
It's not going to hurt you too much. So yeah, don't be nervous.
I'll go this way.
I'm a trained professional.
Okay.
So what I've got here is liquid nitrogen. So the air that we're breathing, right, is 70% nitrogen. All right. So this is just liquefied air, and I'm going to pour a little bit out here into this dewar.
I don't want nothing to explode.
Nothing's going to explode.
Did we clean this through engineering? Because you know how they do.
I'll let you know. There'll be a little bit of an explosion, but I'll let you know when it's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. So this is super, super cold, right? It's minus about 200 degrees Celsius.
How are you still pouring? Oh, because it's evaporating?
It's evaporating. So it's a little bit like water on a hot griddle. It's so cold, and the air and ambient temperature is so hot, it starts boiling away immediately, right? So as it cools this dewar, it's gonna, and you probably can't see it too well, but there's this nice silvery liquid in here. Yeah, so that's just liquefied air. Okay. All right, and it's minus 200 Celsius, which I looked it up in Fahrenheit because we're in America after all. It's about minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is super, super cold, right? Yeah. So one of the cool things about it, and again, you can only do this if you're a trained professional, is you can actually still stick your finger in it. Because your finger is so warm, it instantly vaporizes the nitrogen and makes a bubble around your finger.
So you don't feel anything?
You got to go quick, but yeah.
What about my nail? Is it going to
your nail will be okay. You just got to be quick.
This is a faux nail.
Are you feeling brave?
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't feel anything.
So it just feels like cold, right?
Wait, I want to do.
Look at you. Oh, don't get carried away now. All right.
Yeah. It's nothing at all.
So one of the cool things about it, it's so cold, you can kind of do some wacky stuff with it, right?
So I'm gonna back up.
No, I'll let you know.
Is that gonna pop?
No, well, what do you think? We have to make a hypothesis. You're voting pop.
Or it's going to shrivel down.
Yeah, so we'll do the experiment and see, and we'll kind of see what happens to the balloon. So one of the cool things is that it's so cold that it's going to condense all the air inside the balloon, and you're going to actually see it start to shrink down a little bit.
Oh, okay, so I was kind of close.
One of the two, right?
Maybe if I was smart like you, I could have been.
Oh, no. See, the fun thing about the science festival is you just have a hypothesis and you test it. You can come. Anybody can check it out, and you'll get a chance to do hands-on stuff, maybe not with liquid nitrogen, but you'll see it. And this balloon is going to be all crinkled up, and then it's going to reinflate as it warms back up. It's not going to pop, promise.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, scientist.
So the other thing, what I'll start cooling down is a ping pong ball. This will explode, but we're going to do that.
Oh, it's going to explode?
A little bit later.
You're so cool about it all. But it'll explode later.
Later. Well, yeah, it'll be good. So I brought you a rose.
Okay, that was nice. Is it going to freeze? Or
well, we can. It's your rose to do what you want with it. I brought another one, so I'll kind of show you what happens.
With it.
Well, you can keep it, but you can freeze it if you want to.
Okay.
So you get kind of weird behavior with things like flowers, and I brought my my tweezers here to kind of freeze this. So
next time you got to bring me some goggles. I feel left out.
You're good.
You're good. My eyes.
Only if you're handling it. Only if you're handling it. Which you're welcome to, right? So once this freezes, it's going to get really brittle, and you can kind of just break it like almost like glass on the tabletop, right?
Is this? Can I touch?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
it's like a chip.
and it's like a chip. Yep. So you freeze it and things become very brittle, and you can kind of see this flower is completely shattered.
Out.
Yeah. So it is kind of relieving, I have to say.
Yeah,
it's pretty relieving.
Like a hammer.
It's pretty relieving. So
I'm done.
You're good. You're good.
Out of my system. I'm a little angry.
So the other thing we can do, I'll need you to move out of the way. I'll show you that in a little bit. So I have to be careful because my boss at the university told me I have to model good safety behavior. So I'm doing my best on camera.
But is that going to pop?
So yeah, what happens is ping pong balls, you know, you bounce them, it's not a big deal, right? But when they get this cold, you kind of get some wacky behavior. And I'll show you this maybe on the ground right over here. So you're not going to get injured, I promise.
I hope not. Well, you know what? That means I go home early on a Friday. So
yeah, I've tried to give you a long weekend, not that long of a weekend.
Let's do it.
So once this gets really cold, we're going to take it. And it shattered. It's kind of hard to see, but I've got a piece
clear that
of
with
it.
engineering.
I did talk with engineering beforehand. But you can see, normally ping pong balls don't shatter, but when they get really cold, they can just break into pieces like that.
This is like a chip too.
Exactly.
Okay, what's our last thing? The crackers?
Yeah, so what the fun thing is, and again, this is only if you're trained.
Scary? How did I grow up in Chicago? I'm so scary. My goodness.
So again, one should not do this unless you're a trained professional.
Because I'm going to have to back up, Mr. Johnson.
Well, no, you're totally safe now. I'm the one that's at risk, not seriously. But if you do this a couple times, you can just take the cracker. You can kind of, and the nice thing about saltines is they soak up a little bit of the liquid nitrogen. And then when you do that, you can just take a bite of it.
Oh, wow. I can't do that? They won't let me try it?
Nope.
Why are you allowed to do it?
Because you're going to get frostbite on your tongue.
Really?
You got to move it around so you don't get a frostbite. Sorry, I'm spitting cracker everywhere.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I need you to have a tongue for tomorrow so you can talk to the folks.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm good. I'm better now.
Can you get the man some water?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
Professor John Anderson. Okay, so this is tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep.
Where is it happening at?
It's happening on the University of Chicago campus, 58th and Ellis. Come by. Yeah, I can talk, I promise. And yeah, you'll see it. It's totally free. Bring the family, bring your friends. It's a great event.
This year's event will be the biggest in the 4-year history that this has been going on, with more than 110 scientific demonstrations. Make sure you come out. It's been a good time.
Trying to keep it fun.
It was a little scary. It was a good time. Thanks for coming on. You got to come back.
I'll try to.
We'll
Anytime.
have Abby join us for the next one. All right, stay with us. We're going to be doing some double Dutch jumping right after this break.
Attention.
Chicago Now. I had to take my shoes off for this one, and I will get my tennis shoes on. I am with Pamela Robinson and Katrina Dyer-Taylor. Also with us is Gina Jacobs, Okila Ramsey, and is this Venetia Easter? Did I get it right? Look at me. Yeah. Okay, we have the 40+ Double Dutch Club in the house with us. We're going to do some jumping during the course of this interview, but what made you start this in the first place?
I started it back in 2016. I was going through a really difficult period. I needed to find a happy place. I went to my friend Katrina, told her I needed to do something that was going to put a smile on my face during that time. And I said, let's start jumping double dutch like we did when we were kids.
Did you know it would be such a hit like it is? Because you've drawn people from all over the country for this. And some people can't jump. Like, I'm one of those people, grew up in Chicago. I see you, Katrina, looking at me. I grew up right in Chicago. People would be jumping, and I just could not get it. I never learned how to jump.
We had no idea that God was going to use something as simple as a plastic clothesline to connect women from all over the world. But that's what happened, and we are proud to say we can teach anyone how to jump on the spot.
I know, you say this, I know.
We're not just teaching you how to jump double dutch, we're teaching you how to conquer a fear, how to overcome something that you thought you couldn't do, how to try and how to succeed.
And you guys look so fit. Do you find that it's also like a fitness routine for you at the same time?
It is absolutely in fitness, because we're doing everything that we did when we were kids back in the day. We don't just jump double dutch. We hula hoop, hopscotch, twirly lee, you name it, we do it. Red light, green light, and we're staying fit. So that's what the kids today don't understand. They're on their electronics and they're not being active.
Yeah, and getting outside like they should.
Exactly. Yes.
When it comes to double dutch, what did you find out the history to be? Because I know you had to do your research on this. We were, you know, playing it as kids, right? But didn't really probably even know the history and really where it came from.
The history, the real history, is that it came from back during Depression.
Yeah.
It's a way that kids were able to play without it costing a lot of money.
Right.
And then it kind of really took off in the 1960s, probably in New York, where 2 police officers decided that girls needed to be doing something productive. The boys had basketball and football and different sports. So they kind of encouraged them to jump double dutch. And then it just really blew up from there, and corporations started using the girls from New York to really promote health and fitness and movement.
I love that everybody has their own style of doing it, right? Because some people just get in and jump, but some people are doing tricks and all of that stuff. Tell me how successful this has been and where you've had the opportunity to jump since you started this.
We've had a lot of opportunities. I think a couple of the biggest opportunities are when we opened for Belle Biv DeVoe at the Wintrust Arena. We also opened for Black and Keith Sweat and a couple of other people. That was in Texas. And just recently, we opened for Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. So
wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, we've done a lot. And we're really proud because not only are we showing people that you need to stay active and keep moving and have fun, but we're also celebrating our ages, because if you notice, we have our ages on the backs of our shirts.
Okay, so wait, Katrina is 50? Is this real?
This is real.
54, get out of here.
I'll be 55 next week.
Wait, I'm trying to catch all these ages because it's 56. Okay, Coach Chad. I would never I guess it proves too not to judge a book by its cover, because I would never think anybody in here, your age starts with a 5.
Absolutely, and we have jumpers that are, our oldest jumpers are in their 90s. We have a jumper, Miss Ruth, that just joined us very recently. She'll be 90 in November. She just heard about us and joined us over the summer.
How many jumpers do you have total that come out consistently, would you say?
Well, it's hard to say because we have sub-clubs all over the country that agree to meet weekly. So we're in almost every major city across the United States.
Wow.
And we have members in Germany, Canada, Israel, Ghana. So we're all over. We have thousands.
So when you say you're jumping every week, is this like a situation where you all descend on one place and you're just jumping, or are you jumping like to be performative?
So we have over 100 sub-clubs, and each sub-club meets one day of the week. So all you need to do is set aside one day of the week to go out and jump with the ladies. So each one of the ladies are meeting up. But not only do we come together for our meetups, we go into the community. We go do parades. We go and do community service for the correctional facility.
What's next for you guys? I'm gonna grab my shoes. I don't want you to think I'm being rude. What's next for you guys? guys?
What's next for us is we are really trying to, we have an initiative. We're going to be doing a Get Fit for 2026 initiative.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that more women know about us, more women experience what we do. So we are hoping to have at least 100 women in the Chicagoland area join us before the end of this year so that we get started, when we get started with our Get Fit for 2026 initiative, we're reaching more people.
And how can women be a part? Let's sashay over here so we can, and wait a minute, what's this hula hoop? No, bring that in. Y'all can do that, but I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Okay, what's the Get Fit initiative, or how can people be a part of it? What website
People
can they
can
go
be a part of us
I guess I'm gonna try to figure this out. Go ahead.
By joining, by going to our website, www.40plusdoubledutchclub.org. You just have to be a woman over the age of 40.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
and they can also
try to run in, I guess. I don't know, child.
They can also join us on Facebook, Instagram.
I don't want my hair to be severed off.
Please subscribe to our YouTube.
Let's start in the middle. Okay. All right. Come on.
They heard us, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram page.
Okay, y'all ready?
Join us on Facebook.
Oh, child. I have to hold the front and the back. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Watch me, watch me, watch me. Little turn.
I gotta hold my girls and my mics.
Turn back now. Watch my feet. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going.
All right.
Don't come up, child.
You got it. You got it.
I should have put on that sports bra.
1, 2, 1.
That's a good workout.
Look at her feet. Look at her feet. Same rhythm. 1. Look at 1. There you go. There you go.
Good job. Good
That's
job.
the first time I done jumped in my life. Okay, now what?
You ready to hula hoop?
Yeah, I did. Hopefully I don't fall out. What this got to do with?
Now you see, this is a real workout. We're not just out playing outside.
This is a weighted hula hoop.
So what you do with this?
You put it on.
Swing it.
You've seen a hula hoop before, right?
Maybe I can't hula hoop to save my life. Here we go. What we do?
Swing it around.
1.
Use your body. Yeah, there you go.
But
y'all wooing.
This one is water. This one is water weighted.
Okay.
So being 1.
Around the waist. Oh, I need this break. I'm gonna come jump with y'all because that's a workout.
Go 3 times and then on the 4th time spin it.
Okay.
Go.
Say what now?
1, 2, 3, go. Throw it.
Shake, 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 shake,
Go big mama. Okay, I'm talking about myself. Okay. Oh, that fell off? I don't even know it fell off. Okay, who's up next? Because it ain't me. Who's jumping next? Come on. Yeah, show us.
That's
so you really got it.
Your body is a spoon, like you're stirring a pot. Like you're stirring a pot.
Well, I ain't got that. Okay, you up next. You up next? Okay.
Tab.
So if somebody want to join you guys and you're doing this once a week, are you meeting at one location once a week?
That sub club is meeting at the same location. So like we have a pool in the West Pullman area. We meet every Saturday at the Pullman Community Center from 9 to 11.
Maybe this is a good
every
workout.
Saturday. So
Absolutely.
We meet somewhere in the Chicagoland area every day of the week.
Every day.
So we have sub clubs in Calumet City, South Holland, Evergreen Park, Bronzeville.
And have you had anybody that came and then they lost weight from this?
Yes.
Oh, Keela.
How many pounds? You're down 58 pounds from jumping? Yes. I believe I just lost a pound from jumping.
But she comes out 3 or 4 times a week.
Alexis, you want to come? Oh, okay. You over there watching? Come over here and join. Okay, when that clock get 11:57, because I got to catch my breath, I'm going to jump one more time. So what's the website for people?
The website is www.40plusdoubledutchclub.org. We are always looking for sponsors. We're looking for grants. We want to get this movement out across the world in a bigger way. We have a lot of women who come out and jump with us. We do a lot in our communities, but we want to make sure that we're doing more.
So talk about what that grant money would do.
The grant money would help us to do more things as far as going out in the community. When we go to the correctional facilities, we can take things to them. When we're going out to feed the homeless people, when we have our leadership training that can help us to train more leaders, to help more women to get what they need from this, because this is not just a time for us to get together and have fun. We're building community. We're keeping older women from having to deal with depression, isolation. We're helping them.
Okay, I'm gonna do my last go round. Go ahead, I'm listening.
With health challenges that they're dealing with.
I got a hold.
We just want to continue to get the word out about how important it is to get healthy, get fit, and stay moving.
Make sure that you guys go to the website. You heard her say what it is. Which camera, guys? 10 or 11? 10. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching Chicago Now. This is my last jump. I know I'm going to be them passed out, so I'm not going to try to talk after that. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Have a safe weekend. We'll see you next week, Chicago. Chicagoland, because we got to include the suburbs in Northwest Indiana. Okay, you ready? Start jumping. All right.
1, 2, 1, 2. Keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Cross your legs, turn back.
Ha! I can't believe I'm doing this.
1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going, keep going.
Ha ha! Look at me! I can't believe it.
Look at you.
2, keep turning. Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross.
I'm gonna be them passed out after this. Can y'all go to break?
Okay, do a jumping jack. Do a jumping. Oh, you hand it go. Keep bouncing, keep bouncing.
This is probably.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at Noon.
Now at noon, more protests at the ICE processing facility in Broadview, this time with top Trump officials in town. The government shutdown continues as Senate lawmakers are set to vote again in hopes of reopening the federal government. And taking a live look outside right now, we are expecting it to be another hot one to start the weekend. Mark Stroud will have an update on the summer-like forecast in just a little bit. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Jackson. There's a huge show of force today in Broadview where protesters have been gathering for the past several weeks now. There were a handful of arrests, but by far the main focus was the hundreds of officers from several different departments patrolling the area. Our Fox 32 crews saw state police and ICE helicopters, as well as armored military vehicles, plus a visit from top border officials. Joining us now from that facility is political reporter Paris Shutt. So, Paris, what have you been seeing out there? right, we're going to try to get back to Paris in a little bit there, having some technical difficulties. Another big story we're following, the White House is withholding $2 billion for Chicago infrastructure projects. It targets the Red Line extension. The White House Budget Director, Russ Vought, says that money is stopped so that it won't go to what he calls race-based contracting. And later today, we are expecting the